How did I get into this mess?
That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Code.
What? What have I done?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
But I'm just a simple analyst.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
No!
Mr. Code, are you alright? You fell asleep working at your console again.
Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just a nightmare.
Well, if you're alright then, please tell me what you've been working on all night.
It was a long night, but I've been working on upgrading the ship's teleporting capabilities.
Ooh, interesting. How's it different now?
Now it should be able to pull anything within 30 parsecs.
Ooh, wow. So what are you going to use it for? Fuel? Food? A full crew to man this place? Perhaps?
Scratch and win tickets. My best idea yet.
Wait, couldn't you just teleport money from a location and...
Oh, Judge, there you go again with your crackpot theories. Now, if you'll excuse me, it looks like the computer is targeted a 7-Eleven next to the free golden money depository, dying to give me victory spoils.
Yes, well, have fun with that.
Nothing happened. Maybe I need to recalibrate the teleporter to...
Hey!
What was that?
Ah, I think the prosecutor's bench is haunted.
Down here.
Oh, it seems I teleported someone rather... short.
Just because I'm short doesn't mean you have to make a reference.
Let me get him a box.
Ow!
Whoops, sorry.
Ugh, where the heck am I?
Damn teleporter's still broken. Gotta fix that calibration. Anyway, sorry about that. My lead spaceship engineer screwed up.
You upgraded it?
Oh, poor Udgy. You're going senile.
I don't even.
Will you two shut up and just send me back already?
Would, but needs charging.
Great. Now I'm stuck on a spaceship. You know what, Code? This is actually kind of nice. Just two of the biggest Phoenix Wright fans in the MLP analysis community sitting down and talking without the hopes of a collab review or something.
Yeah, definitely. That would never happen. But as always, it's always good to meet another follower of the Phoenix Wright philosophy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll just be discussing putting your hoof down and...
That episode wasn't that good in my eyes. Not horrendous, but definitely not bad.
Why, sir, that is an insult. That was one of the best episodes of Season 2.
I challenge you to a review, then.
All right, let's dance, fool.
Order in the court. All right then, let's be civil here. If the defense and prosecution are ready, then let's begin the cross-examination.
Fluttershy goes to prepare a special lunch for Angel Bunny.
Hold it!
Ah, domestic abuse.
You know, for kids!
Now that we got that joke out of the way, it seems all the animals, especially Angel, are stepping all over Fluttershy today. And while it does appear excessive, he is an animal not possessing the intelligence of ponies. Animals have unpredictable behaviors, and it's not so far-fetched for him to be so irritable at random times. So he browbeats Fluttershy to serve his demands and attempts to purchase food for the Devil Lapis. But her attempt at every vendor fails as we see everyone takes advantage of Fluttershy being a doormat, hiking up their prices. Unscrupulous business practice, but it does make the town seem more realistic. Not everyone in town is gonna be nice, despite recently singing a song about smiling. And the town feels more organic with these rude ponies who essentially are trying to maintain their business, seeking the best possible deals.
Hold it! So this is a point I have wrong with the fans and not the episode itself. Most people perceive that the portrayal of town ponies in the episode as that they were out of character for being a-holes in this episode, after just singing the Smile song in A Friend Indeed. But that simply isn't the case. The town ponies are just here to serve the plot, and in no way have a real character. This doesn't mean that I like the fact that these ponies are all jerks. It just means I understand why they all act like jerks.
A wizard did it. Bring on the booze.
Well, I can't see where you're coming from. However, I still feel this is a plausible portrayal of the town, not just for the sake of the plot. Again, though they are mean and rude, it does make the town seem more realistic and gives the town some personality. Anyway, Pinky and Rarity take charge and confront Fluttershy on her unassertive nature.
You are a pony with a problem.
This line right here is the perfect setup for this episode. They're absolutely right with Pinky laying down harsh reality for an intervention. This is a problem she's dealt with her entire life, showing only fleeting surges of assertiveness in the main six's adventures, though it's understandable seeing how she's been traumatized since a young filly from her peers and essentially browbeaten down by society. Essentially, she's Ron Chakowski from GTA 5, letting everyone walk all over her.
I think that was adequate restitution for my impotent rage statue. I mean, you might forego your cut to alleviate my heartache.
I might? I mean, I will. Good idea.
Anyway, the two demonstrate their own unique styles of assertiveness, with Rarity using an offensive method, using her charm and flattery to stroke one's ego to persuade generosity, while Pinky operates defensively through fast talking and haggling.
1 bit. 2 bits. 1 bit. 2 bits.
Rabbit season. Duck season. Fire.
Naturally, both attempts fail for the timid Pegasus, as their techniques aren't conducive to Fluttershy's personality. She then returns home with an incomplete lunge, and Angel forcefully kicks her out. A lot of people argue about the mean nature in this episode being overly excessive, but that's kind of the point. The episode keeps building its level of discourse with these scenes, which forces Fluttershy to take a desperate external attempt to seek help outside of her friends, and thus Fluttershy attends Iron Will's seminar.
Fluttershy learns assertiveness training from motivational speaker Iron Will.
Hold it! Let's talk about Iron Will for a second. This guy is a motivational speaker's icon. Charismatic, physically strong, and a powerful speaker. Essentially the ideal image anyone strives to be.
Be the man! You gotta beat the man!
You're talking with someone that slept with Zenyatta last night. The girl horse. That's what it takes to get me going, brother.
Woo! And based on his somewhat intimidating appearance, he could have been easily written as a villain character, but he's not. He merely represents the fast-talking businessman archetype. And we can tell he does legitimately want to help others become more assertive. He just likes to earn a little cash on the side.
Objection! Here's where you were wrong.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong.
Now, I love Iron Will. His character is just darn perfect for the role he plays in the episode. The reason we don't see him have a fleshed out character is that through the entire episode, he is always his business persona. He always has to keep an appearance of anger management no matter what is thrown his way. This is an interesting, although not fully addressed, concept, and I do wish it had more screen time devoted to it.
Objection! Well, the fact that we don't see him doing a lot of business is kind of the point. The way he carries himself, his macho personality, it's just all part of his facade. If he doesn't appear perfect, then no one would buy his seminar. And he does come off as a believable motivational speaker thusly, as his first lesson is a legitimate one in looking someone in the eye while talking to them. Easy for everyone to grasp, making it seem like the rest of his training is easy. Coupled with his epic entrance, he now has complete control of the crowd.
Hold it! It's called implication.
Yeah. Anyway, when he brings Fluttershy on stage, she's hesitant at first to try his new dress training, but her desperation finally kicks in, takes the plunge, and becomes new Fluttershy.
Fluttershy practices Iron Will's training around town.
Hold it! As Fluttershy travels around town, she exercises her new training as ponies ignore or assert themselves over her. And all her actions here are justifiable. She asks nicely, but when they don't listen, she has to resort to asserting herself. And I completely buy her whole new forceful but stand-up persona. She's riding high on her newfound power, finally finding her place in life, where she no longer fears anyone for taking advantage of her. Now we come to the most controversial part of the episode that many are against, with Fluttershy acting so mean-spirited towards her friends, and many saying she's completely out of character here. Admittedly, she is out of line mistreating Pinky and Rarity like this, but I sympathize with her, as admittedly she, like her friends, becomes a casualty of Iron Will's vague training. Fluttershy dumping punch on her friends and telling them off doesn't feel forced at all, as all of her quotes from Iron Will are simply psychological triggers. The line, "You laugh at me, I wrath at you," merely entails that you exert wrath upon someone who laughs at you. No discrepancy on friend or foe. The same with all of Iron Will's other quotes. She's been conditioned to react accordingly when different scenarios and phrases are triggered, even against other townsponies who accidentally triggered the behavior. So I really don't have a problem with her character regression and overall writing of her in this episode.
Hold it! I also don't have a problem with the idea of an angry or assertive Fluttershy. Hell, this can provide a really great look into the psyche of the character as a whole. As much as people complain about how
Fluttershy just goes through the same conflict over and over again and never learns anything.
why does everyone complain about a moment that not only is this different from every Fluttershy episode so far, but also really studies how these characters aren't perfect, and that they are sometimes complete holes and jerks to their friends, like any other human being.
Exactly. Anyway, as for the episode itself overall, it's well paced as Fluttershy realizes her mistake, seeing herself in her friend's tears, and breaks out of her reverie of power. The episode gives adequate time for Fluttershy's inner conflict to play out, as at this point, she's scared and confused and does the only thing she can do and barricade herself in her home. Iron Will then returns to confront Fluttershy on her payments, and I love this dialogue exchange. She's completely right in her logic. The training he directly taught her didn't work the way she wanted, and this whole time she poses herself in a calm, collective manner as we see Iron Will's macho facade disintegrate. This is probably the first time he's ever had anyone rival him, and reduces himself to desperate haggling, but leaves defeated. This scene perfectly wraps up the episode.
Objection! No, 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 no. This ending sucks. Everything about how Fluttershy gets over her anger and aggression problems is just flat out wrong. Anger issues do not resolve themselves over with a quick cry and a confrontation. It takes most people months or even years with counseling to make a break in their anger problems, myself included. Speaking from a personal level, it has taken me more than 11 years of work and trying to resolve these problems I have, and yet I'm still not done. You can never present an actual problem like anger issues or any physical or mental problem at all and have it solved with no repercussions on the character in just one episode of a TV show. It makes the viewer feel like it's too easy to get over these problems, and it's not that easy. This is my biggest problem with the episode. Not the scene with Fluttershy yelling at her friends, not Iron Will, but the treatment of anger problems and how it angers me on a personal level.
I can't see that as a legitimate argument. Admittedly, it can take years of therapy to solve such serious problems. However, I felt that the scene of her realizing how wrong she was hurting her friends was the big wake-up call for her. She realized there was a problem, and though at first she only had a temporary solution of dealing with it, locking herself away, she saw her friends bullied and reacted accordingly. Firm, but calm. But like I said, I can understand your concern over the speediness of overcoming her problems. But in the end, this was not only a great episode, but is probably Fluttershy's key character development episode in the entire series. Putting her hoof down was what began her more assertiveness path, as we see examples of Fluttershy being more firm in future episodes, such as her little moment of assertiveness from Philly Vanilli. And this is a great moral about assertiveness in moderation. It is perfectly understandable when constantly berated or taken advantage of to try any techniques to be able to stand up to others, but maintain control over your assertiveness and still holding your true personality.
So after my rant near the end of the episode, you might think that I hate this episode with a burning passion, right? Well, no I don't. Well, I don't really like the episode per se. I don't have huge problems with the majority of the episode. I do like some of the humor. I like Iron Will, and I do think that the concept for the episode was brilliant. However, that ending pissed me off 2 years ago, and what a surprise, it pisses me off today. I wish that anger issues were better presented than in this episode, but I don't hate it by any means. I think it was an admittedly flawed, but fun episode. If I had to recommend this episode like I do in my show, I'd say watch it. You might get annoyed about it, but you certainly won't have any problem smiling the rest of the way through.
Okay, looks like the teleporter's ready to go. And hey, nothing bad happened.
You know what? Usually something goes wrong in these kind of crossover reviews.
Yeah, like the last time when Junkrat stole my pizza, or that time I broke the judge's favorite gavel and replaced it with a fake one. Uh-oh.
What?
Whoops. I was gonna tell you, but the weather and, taxes, you know. Sorry.
My favorite gavel?
Mother Celestia.
What's going on?
My nightmare, it's come true.
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
Wait, think of the children.
Aw, thanks, man.
No, I was talking about me.
Gee, thanks.
It's the G to the A to the V-E-L. And with my almighty weapon, I'll send you straight to hell!
No!
Game over.
Aw, man, I died again.
It's just like Wolf Punch, but instead of punching the wolf, you can't piss off the judge too much or you'll die. You know what, maybe I could hang out with you. You got booze and a fast spaceship.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But I just got dual destinies, and I'm stuck on the last case. I thought you could help me out.
Wait, you have a 3DS?
Yeah, it even has an Apollo Justice sticker on it. Isn't that so adorable?
Mine now.
Hey!
I hate you!
I think we'll be best friends forever.
Hell, it can provide a really good look at the psyche of the character. Howdy, English!